welcome back to my channel. My name is Matt. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning family member, thank you. Remember to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, do all that fun stuff, and let's get into this video. So today, I'm gonna review one of my favorite YouTubers, what I spend in a week videos, and who is it? Let's see. All right, drum roll please. It's Stephan. So this guy is awesome. You know, he's he's a really big YouTuber. He's really cool. If you haven't seen his channel, definitely go check it out. And he's an awesome guy, and he just does a lot of finance stuff. And he kind of inspired me to start a YouTube channel, among other reasons. But yeah, he's a really cool guy. I'd love to hang out with him someday and do some work with him someday. It'd be super cool. Obviously, he's at a different level, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna review what he spends in a week, and I'm really excited. This is probably gonna be a two-part video because his videos are fairly long. So yeah, guys, let's get into it. Also, Graham, if you ever watch this, thank you for watching this, clicking on this video, you know, and smash the like button, like you always say, with the little Facebook like button that you always put in your videos. But yeah, Graham, you're awesome, and hopefully you watch this someday. Probably not today or tomorrow or the next day, but hey, you never know. Without further ado, let's jump into this video.
So if you haven't noticed, we have an exciting new trend.
Okay guys, first of all, his hat, do epic stuff. Oh, love that. Also, his watch, I'm sure it's like a Fossil watch because he doesn't buy expensive watches, but it's so cool. And I like his style, like he's a cool dude. All right guys, let's get into it.
Going around here on YouTube, and this is so perfect for me, I swear. It's called What I Spend in a Week. It's where people go and document their normal, everyday lives and add up where all of their money goes and how they spend it. Most of it makes me cringe, and some of it is inspiring. But I would be lying if I said it hasn't become like this guilty pleasure of mine to go and watch these videos just so I could silently judge.
Me too. I love the videos. Like, they're so cool. What I spend in a week or what I spend in a day or whatever. I'm gonna probably do my own one eventually someday, so let's go.
Critique them from behind a computer screen, and also I am incredibly nosy. Anyway, this particular trend is especially interesting to me, not only because this is a finance channel, but because I built my entire career on the philosophy of living below your means, avoiding unnecessary expenditures, and then obviously just not going to Starbucks. So I'm pretty much obligated now to join in here and contribute to the trend and share with you guys exactly how much I spend in a week as a 29-year-old living here in the very expensive city of Los Angeles, California. And in the event the YouTube algorithm has pushed this video and you're brand new here, what's up guys? I hope you stick around. I post 3 videos a week on personal finance, investing, saving money, and also smashing the like button if you have not done
Hey, there it is. Smashing the like button. Let's do it together, guys, right now.
Ready. So if that sounds good to you, make sure to subscribe and join the Stephan. Get it? Because my last name is Stephan. Stephan. Anyway, let's get into how much money I spend in a week. Here we go. So let's begin this video first thing Monday morning. And what do we do on Mondays? Well, we eat breakfast. Now when it comes to that, I'm a creature of habit. I love routine, and I love doing the exact same things over and over and over again until the end of time. And that includes what I eat for breakfast. I'll go to Ralph's grocery store and pick up 18 of these bad boys for $3.79. I'll also get a package of this sliced turkey for $2.99, which lasts me about 14 days. I then get this cheese from Trader Joe's for the bargain price of only $3.99, which lasts me about 21 days. And finally, we've got 6 generic brand bagels for $1 and
generic brand bagels for $1.99. He's speaking my language.
99 cents, and a large spread of generic cream cheese for $3.89, and then we put it all together. Every single morning, I'll make myself 2 eggs, 2 slices of ham, topped off with a pinch of cheese, which I pair with a bagel and cream cheese. And the total cost for this entire breakfast comes to a delightful $1.02.
Wow, $1.02 per breakfast sandwich. Wow.
After that, I top it off with a cup of homemade iced coffee, of which the total comes to about 20 cents between the cost of beans, filters, and cream. For basically the same stuff that Starbucks is going to be charging you for $5. So why not just make it at home instead and save the money? Now for the rest of Monday, I really didn't end up spending a lot of money. I worked from home in the morning, and then in the afternoon, I decided to get out of the house for a little bit and go to my office so I can get some real estate work done. Now in terms of actually getting to my office, it doesn't cost much money. I have a Tesla, so the cost of electricity works out to be $1 per day because of how little—
$1 per day? Wow, big spender, big baller.
I drive, and since I always charge the car during off-peak electrical hours, typically between 1 and 6 a.m. in the morning. But when I do go anywhere, I just use the Tesla superchargers for free. As of now, I have almost 115,000 free supercharging miles left on the car because of all the referrals that I got from the viral Tesla video. So usually I'll charge up my car anytime I pass by a supercharger, and then I will try to use that charge as long as I can, so I won't be plugging in my car when I get home. Anyway, while I was at the office getting work done, I made myself an espresso coffee, and then for dinner, I had a Healthy Choice frozen meal, which is $2.79 from Ralph's. Now let me be very clear, but this day I was recovering from a stomach bug and I did not have that much of an appetite. Normally I eat way more than this, but this is the first day where I started feeling a little bit back to myself, so my appetite was just slowly starting to return. Anyway, when all is said and done, on Monday I ended up spending $1.22 on breakfast, $1 in electricity getting to and from my office, and then I spent an additional $2.79 on dinner, which brings us to a grand total of $5.01.
Dang, he's a big spender.
I spent on Monday. Not too shabby.
Okay, let's cut right to the chase. We have.
Oh, he has the ads in his video because he's just that cool.
So now on Tuesday, I had my usual breakfast and coffee for the price of $1.22. I got some early work done from home until about 11 a.m., and then after that, I drove to meet up with a wellness and meditation coach who's helping me learn how to relax a little bit more. I just started doing this recently, and it's $250, but I figured I would just give myself a month to try this out, give it a shot, and then see where it goes. I do see this as money well spent, and
that self-help stuff can be very expensive, but it can be worth it too. I mean, good to be calmer and happier in your life, so, you know.
Investment in myself that should end up helping me out way more long term. Of course, I always got to get there early to find free parking, and of course I did. If at all possible, I try to avoid spending money in parking meters, that way I have more money left over to invest with. So afterwards, I went back home to get some filming done for this channel, and for lunch, I enjoyed one of these delightful Trader Joe's frozen beef tamales, where you could buy 2 of these for $2.50, so this little snack was $1.25. Then that night, I decided to go out to dinner with my dad, and when we dine, we go all out. We make it super fancy. We go to TGI Fridays.
Hey, TGI Fridays. I didn't even know that existed anymore, but cool. Hey, he's a big baller, big spender.
No joke, I actually really do like TGI Fridays. You know, haters gonna hate, but I think it's pretty decent food. Now, since I was still recovering from being mildly sick, I didn't have a huge appetite, and neither did he, so we ended up splitting some nachos. He got a Sprite, and I paid the bill since it was my treat. So the grand total of that dinner was $23 for 2 with tax and tip. That means that in total for that Tuesday, I spent a whopping $275.74.
Dang. So you spent a lot more on Tuesday, but the thing is, the coach, you know, took up most of that expense.
But $250 of that was kind of like a one-time charge, but again, we're still counting that. Now, of course, it's Wednesday, and I had the usual breakfast that cost me $1.22. After that, I met with an architect and a contractor to go over some remodeling plans that's going to be happening next month. One of my units is soon to be vacant, so I'm planning to remodel the property to increase its value and then bring it up to date. So that day, I wrote them a check for $7,000 as a...
Bro, $7,000. Now, obviously, this was not buying Gucci. It was buying renovations for the unit, so, I mean, that's kind of a decent expense.
Deposit for the work that will be starting in a few weeks from now. Now, I'm not sure if I should be including this as an expense since technically it's a business expense and the money I spend on this should yield a much higher return when the unit is re-rented out, but technically since I spent money, I will be mentioning it here because this is how much I spent in a week regardless of where it's spent or what it's for. So there you go, spent $7,000 on that. Now, usually on this day, I'll drive up to have dinner with my girlfriend and her family, and they live about an hour away, so usually what I'll end up doing is just free Tesla supercharging on the way back, and that way it's enough to last me a few days afterwards. Her family that night was cooking dinner, and the week prior, I bought and brought over some rosé wine, and tonight they were making pasta. Now, obviously, I didn't get any B-roll of this, so you're just gonna have to take my word that this actually happened, because it would be so weird to me to sit at the dinner table with her entire family going and trying to film like B-roll of the food and people for a video on how much I spend in a week. That would just be weird. But anyway, dinner was great. And if everything wasn't great enough already...
A lot of people don't know this, but the best way to make money with Amazon in 2021 is not by
There were even some leftovers that I got to take home to eat the next day for lunch. So that means in total for Wednesday, the entire amount of money I spent was $7,001.22, but $7,000 of that was for a home remodel.
So basically, he spent $1.22, and obviously the other $7,000 was because of he was remodeling his unit. So, which I mean is kind of it's an investment more than an expense, I would say.
Project. So really, I kind of only spent $1.22, but again, we're counting the full thing, and yeah, so a little bit over $7,000 that day. Now, Thursday was a very hectic day. I woke up about 7 o'clock in the morning, and CNBC Make It had notified me that they're going to be posting their video, the Millennial Money video on me, at 9 o'clock in the morning. So I was all frazzled in the morning, panicking, like, what is it a good video? I hope that everyone likes it. And then also at 9 o'clock in the morning, I had 4 calls scheduled for my second channel, The Stephan Show. So because I had to prepare for all of that, and I was so anxious about the video that was about to be posted, I skipped breakfast, and I just had coffee instead. So after filming all of the calls for the second channel, I went and had lunch, which was leftover pasta and
that looks good. Free!
My girlfriend's
even
family
better.
made the night before. After that, the rest of the day, I really just worked from home, and I thought I was doing pretty good on spending, until a last-minute plan came up to have a double date with a good friend of mine, meet Kevin. Now, on the drive over to meet up with everyone, I noticed that the Millennial Money video all of a sudden was on the trending page, so I had to do something really special to celebrate that. Wouldn't you know it, we got some sushi and Mai Tais. The restaurant also accidentally brought us out the wrong sushi roll, which they just ended up giving to us for free, which is pretty cool, but all in all, with tax and tip for my girlfriend and I, it was $63 for that dinner. Then, as usual, on the drive back, I stopped by the Tesla Supercharger to charge my car all the way back up again, and that means in total on that Thursday I spent $63.20 for the cup of iced coffee earlier that day. Then on Friday, I started the day off around 8 a.m. with a classic 20-cent iced coffee.
Hey,
afterwards, I had to
that's his thing. He likes 20-cent iced coffee. He said he's going to do his own brand, which is kind of cool. Why not?
Leftover pasta from Wednesday for breakfast. And don't judge me, I'm allowed to eat leftovers if I so choose. Afterwards, I just worked from home and got several of my reaction videos edited for the second channel, and then I got this video filmed up until this point. That's the best secret to frugality, by the way, is just work so much that you don't have any time to spend any money. But then for lunch, I had the other $1
That's so true. Just work a lot so you don't have time to spend money. That's wisdom right there.
5-cent Trader Joe's beef tamale, and then I started editing all the filming for this video up until this point right now. Now, since I worked from home nonstop all day, I just grabbed another one of those $2.79 Healthy Choice frozen meals as a quick snack. And then I continued working until about 9 p.m. that night. Afterwards, my girlfriend and I decided to go out to this place in Los Angeles called Milk, and they have insanely good desserts. My girlfriend decided to treat that night, and we split a cookies and cream ice cream bar, so yeah, that was free. That means in total for the Friday, I spent a whopping $4.24. Not too shabby. Alright, so Saturday was quite the doozy. For breakfast, I got myself a bagel, cream cheese, and 20-cent iced coffee, which in total comes to 55 cents worth of food. Afterwards, my girlfriend and I filmed her reaction to my Millennial Money episode, which, by the way, is already live on my second channel, The Stephan Show. Link down below in the description if you want to check that out. It was pretty good. Afterwards, I spent a few hours editing that video in the afternoon, but then at night, things got...
Take a look at this. This is a regular landlord. He has to fix toilets,
got a little crazy. We decided to do something really special and drive down to Mastro's.
Guys, look in front. There's a Lamborghini. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Big house in Malibu. Now, this is not something we do often. It's not a typical Saturday night by any means. But every now and then, it's nice to try something out of the ordinary, go down to the beach, and do something a little bit different. And yeah, like this place is insanely nice. Like they have $14 asparagus. I could do my own reaction.
$14 asparagus. Yeah, let's go buy some of that, guys. Yes.
Just on this menu alone, because it's mind-blowing. But I digress. For dinner, we got fried calamari, a 16-ounce steak, crested halibut, and garlic mashed potatoes. And yeah, it turned out to be $205.
Jeez, $205.82.
And 82 cents with tax and tip. But hey, you know what? For the right occasions, it's nice to treat yourself. It's nice to do something out of the ordinary and switch it up between Trader Joe's beef tamales and Healthy Choice frozen meals. That means, though, on Saturday, I spent $206.37 in total. But remember, pretty much all of it is from a one-time extravagance that really isn't done very often, but you know what? Still, it's there. That's how much I spent that day. And then we got Sunday, and I got really good news for everyone on Sunday. There was leftovers from Mastro's, and of course, that's what I had for breakfast. It also means I didn't need to spend any money that morning on breakfast besides the cost of my 20-cent iced coffee. Afterwards, we went to check out some real estate for sale, and for those who have been following this channel for a little while know I'm trying to buy another property here in the mid-city area of Los Angeles. So I'm just constantly looking for the right place to come up and seeing as much inventory on the market as possible. Afterwards, my girlfriend bought some groceries and decided to make tacos for dinner, so we ate that while the cat Ramsey just enviously watched. Then after that, I got a little bit more work done, watched a bit of The Office, and it hit me afterwards. That day, I didn't spend any money whatsoever besides the cost of my 20-cent iced coffee.
Dang, look at him, $0.
Was it achievement unlocked. So that means in total throughout the entire week with absolutely everything I mentioned, I spent a grand total of $7,555.51, which sounds absolutely ridiculous when I hear myself saying that. But let me clarify things so I feel a little bit better about myself.
Alright guys, there it is. What he spends in a week, $7,555.51. Woohoo! Hey, Graham, Stephan, you're awesome, and you know, you motivate me to keep going, get better, and keep doing finance videos and keep doing me. So it's pretty cool. I've always wanted to react to it. First time, and hopefully I'm sitting in his iced coffee podcast someday in Vegas. That'd be pretty sick. You know, one of my goals is to hang out with him and become his friend, and you know, learn a thing or two from him. He's pretty smart, and he's just a hard worker, hustler. You know, also another cool thing is we have in common is that we both got our real estate license when we were like 17, 18 years old, and you know, they're hustlers. He didn't go to college, I did, and he's at like 31, so he's obviously got about a decade on me, but you know, I want to be where he is in 10 years, and you know, just gotta keep working and hustling and grinding. So yeah, shout out to Graham, you're awesome, dude. So yeah. Alright guys, $100 Visa gift card giveaway on this channel when we get to 1,000 family members, so stay tuned for that. Do all the like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. So yeah. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. Remember to continually work to become the best version of yourself, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace!